I know. I know.
But last night, wow. Wow.
Wow.
It still go, yo, and
Wow.
yo, the next gen characters, bro, for the second half, that's all these little white kids. Like, what the fuck? Like, he was like, chacales. He was like, chacales. I was like, oh shit, like,
Hell yeah.
yo,
We're going to get to those kids in a minute.
of course, yeah. I don't, none of their names. Well, I probably can if I look them up.
I have a grid of all of the kids' names. I don't think I will. I've decided I think we'll save it for next episode and just go over all of it once they're officially introduced. We won't get too much into the spoilery stuff. I got some spoilery stuff for this episode, but
okay.
I think it's gonna be good.
You saying, it's holding up. It's definitely holding up. It's just. Yeah, maybe it's just too soon at the time.
It's okay. I've recoursed now, and it's gonna be perfect. Best episode yet. Here we go.
Of course, every week. Every week is a better episode.
Of course, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Recap and Record. My name's Levi McCurdy, your host, with my buddy Los. He's here as well. And of course, we're going over episode 5 of House of the Dragons on HBO. People, what happened last night, and boy, oh boy. And first things first, man, for our wherever you're listening, that YouTube, whether you're on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you listen to your podcast, I need you to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, smash that follow button, just like Daemon did to that bronze bitch of a wife. Now listen, man.
Or like how what's his name?
Oh.
Kristen Cole. Did to the boy. Yo, oh my God.
Listen,
that was the mountain. That's like mountain moves right there.
Mountain moves. Yes. Mountain moves, dude. Yeah, we're gonna get to.
I love Oberyn was one of my favorite characters, and like because he died, like he could have he really did kill the mountain. Like, he technically killed the mountain, but that scene, it just breaks my heart every time I see it. But like the reaction, and that's the craziest scene ever. Like to squeeze someone's head, like through the eyes, and like his reaction, it's kind of funny too. He's like,
it's nasty, it's nasty, bro,
and it's so fake. Like you could tell it's a fake head. Like it's so funny. It's so hilarious. Like
for sure.
And then the way Ilaria reacts, like it was such a real reaction. But that's what I got from that pounding. But we'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
Oh, yeah, of course. So we open up episode 5. We finally see this wife of Daemon's that he's been talking about since episode 1. Yeah. And I want to know, you as a man, I know it might not be your cup of tea, but did you find her attractive?
I mean, she wasn't like, she probably not my type. She wasn't hurt though.
After like 5 or 6 drinks at the bar, maybe,
She gave me some lesbian vibes.
Yeah,
she definitely gave me some tomboy vibes. If anything,
all of the videos and reviews and everything I'm seeing, they're referring to her as they're kind of like, oh, she's attractive, she's good looking, like really beautiful, and I'm like, okay, she's like a 5 or 6, 5.4, 5, maybe 5.
Yeah, like average, like super average. Like,
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page there. And
what a waste of an appearance. Like, what the fuck was that? Like we don't get no story.
We gotta keep this ball rolling, baby. We gotta keep this game going. No one's waiting for nothing. I mean, so and I mean, you can just see from their interactions this relationship. It's not just one-sided. She feels the same way that he feels for her, and this whole call back to episode 1, her people fucking the sheep, just kind of that word got back to her, and of course just making wits at that. So then of course Daemon's unfortunately late wife now had a quick hunting accident. And
so, all right, did he push the horse, or like I was confused because I rewinded that like 3 times. I was like, what did he push her while the horse like was wilding out? Did he touch the horse?
Yeah, he probably. I think he invoked it a little bit, or did something maybe to kind of pursue that to happen. Because it's so, and he just took that as an opportunity. Now
but this dude never had sex with his wife. Are you serious? She said, are you here to finally consummate? And I'm like, wait, hold, time out. You ain't never, that's not your way according to the way this works.
Right.
that was never your wife then. And
well,
so I can see how he feels like,
right.
or he, he's still doing his thing.
Right.
But it's like, bro, like he ain't hit that. But then it goes to what I'm talking. Yo, bro, is something wrong with him, bro? He need that blue chew. So where the blue chew sponsorship at? What's up? He needed that blue chew.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to recaprecord.com/blue, you will get $20 off your first order of Blue Chew. All you pay is $5 shipping. I swear to God, this is real. If you go to recaprecord.com/blue, by the time this episode is out, it will work. You will get $20 off your first order, $5 shipping. If you have problems like Daemon Targaryen, you need that shit hard around the castle, okay?
Yeah.
You need to go to recaprecord.com/blue.
You can use it for fun too, bro.
Well, of course. Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, I don't want to get too much of my business.
Oh, no. Bro,
it's like,
bro,
it gets you there.
Oh, yeah, no, bro. I mean, I even when Megs and I don't have any intentions to, I might pop a couple at night. You know what I mean? Just to keep shit, flowing and on reserve, just in case, like whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like fucking candy in my house. It's like a fucking.
Oh, for real? Okay, yeah.
I got like the trial pack, and I just like popped them all like Skittles, and I'm like, yo, I need like the 30 pack next month, and they're like, right. And I had to redo the doctor thing, and I'm like, fuck. Well, okay, and they're like, you need more, and I'm like, yeah, dude. And I haven't tried. They have a mint flavor now. I haven't tried the mint flavor. Wow. But I like the blue. I mean, it's a little okay. It's a little chalky for me, but I want to try the mint flavor. You know what I'm saying? recaprecord.com/blue, $20 off your first order, $5 shipping is all you're going to pay, and you're going to help out the podcast. Los will get money. You know what I mean?
There you go.
That's good for everybody. So, yeah, man. So they don't show it, which is very interesting, and I'm very curious on your opinions why they did not show Daemon smashing her head with the rock. They show Christian, they show everyone else, like all the Mountain and the main series, like Game of Thrones, like you said with the sex scenes. They're not afraid to show a sex scene. So if like we don't see it, it's kind of implied that it didn't happen. And so like if we don't see a death, it's almost implied that it didn't happen. But we know from history and the books that is exactly what happened.
I think they do it because it gets to that allure of like, oh, what happened? Like it builds the narrative of
it keeps Damon shed it. It keeps Damon. It keeps Damon as the anti-hero.
Name is Damon, boy.
Damon. I'm gonna get tattooed right here. Damon. Yeah. It keeps him as the anti-hero. So, you know what I mean? So we kind of now, and like, of course, like we just want to believe him when the other people of her castle come to the wedding and they're like, hey, your wife's dead and we think you killed her. And he's like, I fucking love my wife.
Yeah, I love my wife.
Why would I fuck? And if you're telling me she's dead, homie, I'll be over after the wedding to collect all my shit because according to inheritance laws, it's mine now.
Yeah, so, he flexed on him with that.
So I mean, Daemon, just you know what I mean. He keeps going, and we're gonna get to him at the rehearsal dinner here in a minute.
Yep.
But basically, next scene shows us that Rhae, she's on her ship and she's going off to meet Corlys and his family to get married. The king is proposing a marriage. You know what I mean? And so first things first, Corlys's castle is fucking balling.
Yo,
dope, bro. You see all those artifacts, his fucking treasures. Talk about it.
Yeah, no, that his house was out of control, man. You know what I mean? I didn't realize. I mean, well, I probably should have looked at the map, but like where Driftmark is or the high tide, like where exactly is that? Is that in Westeros or is it in Essos? I wonder, like because I was trying to look up the old map, and then Old Valyria is at the bottom, like it's in Essos, it's in the other continent, across the pond. So, but and I, look. Driftmark has never been. I mean, we've only ever heard that word or that name on this show. So so relative, like how, because it seemed like a long voyage, and the king, I mean, he's sick as shit. He can't handle it, whatever.
Yeah, he gets seasick. Yeah,
you know what I mean. But nah, he's balling. He looked like it shows that they are one of the richest houses, obviously.
Right. And so the room they were in, little background info. The room they were in is called the Hall of Nine. And so all of those treasures that we're seeing and the maps on the wall depicting his adventures and everything is from like Corlys's 9 main voyages, which I believe rumors in the Twitter sphere tell us that there was supposed to be another prequel show surrounding Corlys and his 9 voyages.
Really?
And I think it might not be happening now. I'm not sure, depending probably how this series goes. Maybe.
Why didn't he go out and greet them? Like, what was that about?
Because he doesn't. Because he doesn't believe in it. He doesn't believe the king. He thinks he's just doing this because this is his last ditch effort, and he doesn't want a last ditch effort because Corlys was at his table, 4 years ago saying, "Hey, you need to marry my daughter and keep this shit going." And now the king's like, well, hey, now that my hands are tied and there's nothing left that we can do, it just really makes sense for the kids to get married. So it was just out of a disrespect, kind of a like, man, you're coming to my fucking house for a reason. Like there's a reason we're not rolling up to you and getting married right now. So but
Corlys did play ball because when they had that negotiation, I was surprised he was cool with that compromise.
I think what happened, right? So and the compromise was, if my memory serves me correctly, that they would take his name,
yes,
and then until they sat on the Iron Throne, then they would become
Targaryens,
correct. Yeah. And so here's I think honestly, I mean, you could kind of see it on his face. I think he only agreed to it because he probably, I don't think that Corlys thought the king would be alive long enough to see it through. Like they're very smart. Listen, they've got Queen to be and Corlys. They're kind of, they're the fucking richest family, dude. I'm kind of like on their team all the way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I am. I am.
Right.
You know why I am.
Of course. Right. Clearly. But Corlys isn't about the wedding. And of course, as we saw in the preview for this episode, Mom is just, like she knows. If Rhaenyra takes the throne, we've already talked about it, it's going down, right? And also we get Corlys's opinion, and just kind of in the same scene and everything else he texted and tweeting about last night.
Man.
Corlys just kind of thinks his son's maybe going through a phase. Okay. Now I
never went through that phase.
I don't know about you, but
I never went through that phase. Guys, we can't play like that. We can't.
Right.
Girls can do that.
Right. There's no, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, to each
like,
their
hey,
own.
you know what I mean? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I got a little drunk and I, you know what I mean?
$20 is $20. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
But, so he thinks he's going through a phase, but obviously it's not. Okay. Just saying, might have been right on that one, because we get that shot on the beach. You know what I mean? You keep eating the stuff you want to eat. I keep eating the shit I want to eat.
Yeah, and I was like, from the rip, I was like, yo, she's talking about like they own their own proclivities. I mean, now granted, I think, and because we felt that early on, I felt that Rhaenyra was, she was munching, herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was getting them vibes, like her and Alicent looked like they was like a thing,
right? And that still was it's still kind of an undeclared rumor between the show and the books. It's just kind of floating in the ether. It's never been confirmed. But I think from what we saw, I think there might have been, you know what I mean? They're kids. They have nothing else to do. They're royalty. They're in the castle. They're gonna fucking do some shit, right? So yeah. So after we get this meeting with Laenor and Rhaenyra on the beach. Hey, you eat the apples you want, and I'll eat the bananas I want, and vice versa, whatever we want to do, right? So then of course we meet Joffrey. We meet Laenor's boyfriend, Joffrey, and he is known as...
That's his name? I didn't know that. I didn't catch his name.
His name is Joffrey, also known as the Knight of Kisses, because he gives Laenor just kisses goodnight. So, you know what I mean, man? We meet his side dude, and obviously that becomes tensions later in the episode. But yeah, Corlys thinks it's a phase. His wife knows what's up. And now Rey and him are on the same level, and everyone's kind of agreeing, right? We get that fucking, they're gangster riding the dragons together. Laenor and Rhaenyra are on the same page. We're flying. We're coming back to King's Landing. We're about to get married.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So then on the ship ride back, we get the first fucking little...
Oh, yes. Boys in his feelings. Certified lover boy over there.
Yeah, certified. And speaking of Speaking of CLB, I'll talk to you in a minute. I have a funny thing, but
Okay.
dude, man. So he's on the ship. We're on the
My
ship back.
God.
Everyone's
This guy is
downstairs,
pathetic, man.
and he's like, "Listen, bitch,
I'm just
listen.
maybe I wouldn't even looked at it that way if the way the rest of the episode plays out. But like this guy's pathetic, bro.
Nah. Yeah, it's
Was
crazy,
that his
bro.
virginity? Did she take his virginity or something? Like why?
Oh, it had to have been. It had to have been. Oh, it had to have been.
This dude is open. He is sprung. He is whipped. He is all the words, man. Oh my God. Pathetic.
And basically he's like, dude, drop all this bullshit, drop all the political stuff, drop the family name, and come live a common life with me. And she's like, bro, it costs fucking money to get this hair done. Okay, I gotta go get my fucking nails done. And you don't have fucking money like that. How am I supposed to access the Targaryen bank account if I'm not a fucking like you idiot? Could you just shut the fuck up and let me suck your fucking dick every once in a while and we won't have any problems, bitch. Like, just let me rule the kingdom.
You technically can't get no ass anyway. So like, take this pussy on the back end.
It's a free fucking ride, motherfucker, and you ruined it. Bro, you ruined it.
Ultimate gigolo, ultimate side dude.
Get him out. Get him out.
This dude is soft. I thought he was hard body, man. This dude is just my God.
It's insane. It's insane. And all right. So we'll get back to him in a minute, but let's cut to Alicent, because Alicent in this fucking episode, boy, oh boy, is this the start. This is the start of everything, bro. And boy, did I learn some stuff. And boy, oh boy, it's getting wild. So Alicent is fully now invested. She had this final like sentimental goodbye with her father in the courtyard. It's raining. And he's like, look, bitch, you got to hammer this shit down. You got to get your son ready. You're getting on the Iron Throne. And it's up to you now to put our family, the Hightowers, in the fucking realm and on the Iron Throne. So, you know, she's doing what she needs to do. She's building a team. She's getting people together. And so then we see her with a Lord T, as we're calling him, because he's always spilling the tea. And of course, he spilled the fucking tea on Rhaenyra, telling Alicent about that shit. His name is Larys Strong. He's also known as Clubfoot because he was just born with his foot. You'll see him with the metal boot on. And that's why he has the cane, because he just doesn't walk normally like the rest of us. And he becomes kind of her
Master of Whispers.
Yes. Yeah, and he's kind of setting himself up for the future and what's to come here.
Okay.
And so then we get the confession.
He drops the tea about the tea, about the Plan B tea. You know what I mean? And she's like, a tea?
Right.
Like, huh? Like whatever.
But
and
she knows.
So obviously it gets into her suspicions, whatever. And then then she goes up to Criston.
Yeah. Criston, and the boy gets soft again. It's strike two.
Have you seen the first 48 memes?
No.
About Criston Cole?
No. What's that about?
Yeah, well, it was just because, on First 48, you know what I mean? If you ever watch First 48 and you see a dude and he got McDonald's in front of him, like, double quarter pounder, whatever, that means he's snitching. You know what I mean? Whatever. And it was just like, here go Criston Cole when he seen Alicent. Yo, first off, fam, this is, 101, right?
Yep.
If somebody is accusing you of something, right, you need to let them get the whole accusation out before even if you feel guilty, let them get it all out, because you don't know what they know.
Right.
Why are you folding? Like, now granted, she was dancing around and like this dude this must be the most honest motherfucker in the world. Soft.
Like, yeah, we thought we were Team Cole all last episode because you know what I mean?
Yeah. This dude, I'd seen him. I was watching. He was playing with his hands. He was sitting there, whatever. And she's like, yeah. So you know what I mean. And she was gonna ask him about Daemon. Right. She was gonna ask him, did you see homeboy pull up? Because like, you know what I mean. It's a rumor. He goes. And she's talking. She's beating around the bush, and he's like, yes, I did it. I confess. I broke my chassis. And then you see her face, and he don't even peep. He does. It's because. Even when they adjourned, whatever, he doesn't even peep that she don't know, like she never knew,
right?
Like whatever. And I'm like, this motherfucker is the softest dude ever.
Yep.
Like you can't trust him. Yep. Like who? yo, bro, like
yeah,
bitch made.
he's got to go, and obviously he's gonna be around for a while. And I was
Oh yeah,
fucking
he's gonna
hoping,
be her pawn now.
well,
Now
I was
he's her
fucking
pawn.
hoping. I mean, I was hoping just a gust of wind would have came and stabbed that knife right into his stomach. But of course, you know,
get it over with, bro. Because I was
right.
like, oh my god, both
Lay
of these
down.
people's
Lay down.
secrets. Both of these people's secrets are gonna like
Mm-hmm.
be like dead now, and
Yep.
and no, she keeps this guy alive. Like,
Right, exactly. No, and it's crazy, bro. So let's get to this. Let's get to this wedding. What I think Twitter is deeming the green wedding.
Okay,
Because we have I believe we had the red wedding in Game of Thrones, and Joffrey's was the purple wedding. I think.
Oh, they called it that.
I think so. So because of I guess the juice maybe.
Yeah.
Or the color of his face whenever he kind of died or whatever. I believe that's correct. But so yeah, man. So guess who's back? Back again. Hey, Damon.
Yeah, Slim Shady definitely walked in madly.
Right. And the king's like, you know, hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
But you know,
but that was smooth though. How he didn't really try to draw too much attention to bro, because he definitely wanted that. Like that's what Damon wanted. Damon wanted what are you doing here? Like you know what I mean. And Viserys, like Damon probably knew.
Yeah,
like,
he's pushing
right,
buttons.
I can't just let him sit. Let him sit at the end. Give him set him up. Whatever. Let's make it. Hurry up so I can start talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So and then Lady Alicent shows up. And she's wearing all green.
That's the thing. So this man got interrupted basically twice. Like Damon didn't interrupt him while he's talking, but still interrupted the vibes. And then like, yo, he's mid speech, and then his wife comes in because it's like, yo, where are you at?
No one gives a shit about the king. No,
but you know, you could talk about that signal that she flared up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Alicent wearing green is something that is going to continue. Is going to continue very strongly. And so the green represents when the actual Hightower, where they live, is where their name comes from. They light the flames of that tower green when they're headed to war. And so once we get to the war, as I had mentioned in the past, the Dance of the Dragons, it will become the greens versus the blacks, aka Alicent versus Rhaenyra and all of their children and everyone else involved who has dragons. Her putting on this green dress and coming in, checking Rhaenyra, because guess what? Alicent knows now. Everything's out on the table. She pretty much knows what happened. She could blow up her spot right then and there. You know what I mean? And then it'd be game over for her. But instead, she decides she's going to play the game because that's essentially kind of what her dad told her to do and what she now realizes needs to happen. So, and then, you know, we get some of the wedding events. We get the first dance, which is just another metaphor for like, AKA the Dance of the Dragons, between Laenor and Rhae. And then we see Laena Velaryon and her and
she
Daemon.
Is bad. She grew up, bro.
Yeah, so this is the only episode that actress is in. So all
really?
Of yes, sir.
No, because I saw the preview. Wasn't that the same? That wasn't the same woman.
Nope. All the kids.
They found two bad black women.
Laenor,
that other one was sexy too.
Laenor, Laena, Rhaenyra, and Alicent are all new next week. Episode 6 is our 10-year time jump. 100% confirmed. All 4 of the kids will be older actors.
Yeah, she was fine though. She was definitely fine.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes, very much so. And obviously we know what we know. And so obviously we see Daemon and her kind of flirting at the wedding.
Yes.
And not before, remind me, was Laena and Daemon flirting before Rhae and Daemon dancing together? Because that was a spicy little dance.
Well, so you talking about what you said was Laena flirting with? Yeah. That all that flirting happened before. Like she was across the table with her uncle, and she was looking at him while he was just sitting there.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, like, what are you attracted to this guy for? Like, I don't even see, because we know that they do, you know, get together at some point. That's the Lord tells us that.
Yep.
But it's like, for what? Like but unless she's thinking about power, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And well, that's smart.
I think she gets it. I think she gets the brains and obviously the looks from her mother, who, you know, is obviously a Targaryen. And I'm sure her mom knew very early on, like, shit, I didn't get to be the queen. So as soon as I have a daughter, like these dudes aren't listening. Corlys isn't listening to me. My son's gay. Like everything else going on. So now I got to get my daughter. She's fucking hot. She's smart. I'm going to raise her right. And her daughter probably knows exactly what she needs to do. Like I'm almost positive that that's probably where that all comes from.
Yeah. Because I was wondering if because we didn't see Corlys didn't make that deal with him, but like obviously Corlys is cool with Daemon. Like they're actually cool. You know what I mean? So like because first I was like, why would they let him? But I was like thinking like, oh wait up, nah, they are cool because they just came back from war with each other. So like he rocks with Bull.
Yep.
The uncle don't really like Daemon, but
Yeah, of course. So then, of course, Joffrey, Laenord's boyfriend, is invited to the wedding. Of course, why wouldn't he be? You know, he can do whatever he wants.
Because is he kind of like Kingsguard, like almost like
he's something like his hand or something, right? Of course, he's got some sort of formal.
He's definitely
role.
His hand. We know.
Right,
we know he's his hand.
Yeah. And so Joffrey's like, oh shit, bro, because now everyone's talking, everyone knows, everyone's playing the game, everyone's whispering, everyone knows what's up.
He overplayed his hand, man.
Right, and he's like, dude, Cole, listen, buddy, listen. I'm sucking over here, you're fucking over here, okay? Now listen, we need to team up, okay? Because both of our people are in power, and if they go, it's up to us, okay?
Yeah.
And dude's like, Cole, I don't know. Cole snaps, bro. Cole snaps.
Well, and that's the thing too. I didn't like that was a crazy timing of that scene because that's when Daemon is getting real. Yo, man, this guy is he's hot. He's a hot boy. Like he's definitely Cash Money Records hot boy. Like, fam, this dude, he's too much. Like he grabbing her face. And
oh my god,
Viserys is looking like,
what are you doing? Yeah.
Like like. Like, yo, what you doing, fam? Like, relax, not here. Like, I know, I mean, you nasty, but not here, bro.
Insane.
And he's all interface. And then the woman screams, and I was like, oh my God, he kissed her. And then you see.
Almost. Yeah.
Oh
dude. Dude, man, I mean, go.
No, this is another thing too.
Yeah.
Yo, because Laenor, I heard him finally say it, whatever, but like, these motherfuckers be talking too fucking loud. Like, I be like, yo, they be just giving up all this tea. And I'm thinking like, yo, you don't know these motherfuckers. Everybody listening to y'all.
There's like Lannisters right over here. There's Baratheons over here.
Like these people think that they're inconspicuous or something. And I'm like, bro, you're just talking all this craziness like to everybody. And like, he's like, yo, keep your voice down, whatever. And then it goes down though. It goes down. And
so
he tried to like Criston Cole was not for that blackmail shit, bro. He was like, nah, bro, you're not like don't disrespect me with that. Like, bro, like ain't nobody supposed to know this. And really he just inferred it. Nobody told him that happened for sure. He just was like, he looked at Kristen's face while she was dancing and like, oh my God, like oh. So he overplayed his hand, man. He got fucked. Yo, I thought that was Jason Lannister on the floor, like in the preview, because it was a ginger dude and like the eyes. And I was like, oh snap, Jason Lannister got trashed. No, it was the boyfriend. Like Night of Kisses.
A Night of Kisses gone. And so then, like, dude, just at like minutes after the dude's blood's getting fucking eaten up by the rats on the floor, they're like, well, guess we got to get this ceremony underway.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Boy is like crying, like he is like sobbing.
He can't even kiss right on the fucking mouth, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the laws are around the marriage kisses, but it's, you know what I mean. It's.
But I'm surprised that it still was able to go down. Like I'm surprised he didn't even have he don't even have any agency. Like that's the thing, Laenor. And maybe Corlys is happy about this too, because it's like, yo, I gotta get these rumors. Like I gotta do something to get in front of these rumors about my son. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because I don't want people talking. But the fact that he's sobbing for this man that's on the ground, I'm thinking like, oh, everybody know now.
Whole damn kingdom know now, bitch. Man,
whole damn kingdom know now. Yeah, he was balling. He was like, oh, I'm like, yo, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you gotta tighten up, my nigga. Like, yo, this is an episode of Fragile Men, bro.
Right. And so now, I mean, curious to see
fragility, because even Daemon was fragile. Like he could not take that insult that he had to kill her, which he was gonna probably do it anyway.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got Criston Cole and you got Laenor. You know what I mean? Like,
and and dude, so it's I've got an exclusive here from our friends on Twitter.
Okay.
It's Cole's Spotify playlist. He just updated it yesterday. Wicked Games by The Weeknd, Jaded by Drake, Exchange by Bryson Tiller, Marvin's Room by Drake, I Was Never There by The Weeknd, Call Out My Name, So Sick by Neo, and Self Control by Frank Ocean. I mean, it's appropriate. I think it's appropriate for what's going on. I think that's they'll probably start with one of those songs for episode 6.
Definitely.
Almost,
definitely.
Yeah, of course. They have to.
Yeah, Game of Thrones definitely like you love so if they play some Drake, I'm just saying.
Do you want to hear the whitest thing I've ever done? I swear to God, this is a true story. When I was 12 or 13 years old, for whatever reason, my father took us to Cancun, Mexico. So we were on a resort, all the drinks, whatever, food included. Yeah. And so it's a resort.
So, you talking about you got the Corlys, you got the Laenor braids or Laenor dreads?
Yeah. When I got those, of course. Yeah. No, but no. The different story though. We were in Mexico and it was karaoke night. And I was 13 years old and I thought I was like the next Justin Bieber. And so I went up to the people.
You did look like
I went up to the people. I wrote down the name of the song and I gave them a slip of paper. And then like 3 songs later, they said, "Next up, Levy." And so I get up on stage. I get up on stage. Sorry. I get up on stage and fucking the instrumental starts playing and I start singing none other than So Sick by Neo. I sang the whole fucking song. And then I was so nervous. I went straight to the bar at 13 years old, and the only drink I knew to order was a blue martini. And they I don't know. They looked at me weird, and then they made me one. And I sat there with my sister at the fucking karaoke, and I sipped on this martini, and that was the first time I got drunk, and no one else knew ever. And it was so embarrassing.
Martinis are nasty, bro. Like they're not even good, bro.
It's an acquired taste. I'm a vodka guy, so I like and the olives. It's good, man.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is brought to you by Entertainment Earth. Listen, they've got everything Game of Thrones, and hot off the truck, they've got House of the Dragon stuff too. Okay, we're talking Funko Pops, we're talking dragon statues, we're talking castle models, we're talking, dude, I mean everything and anything. So all you have to do is head to Entertainment Earth. It's ee.toys, not .com. We're in 2025, people. It's ee.toys/recap, RECAP, ee.toys/recap. And what you're going to do is you're going to be shopping with 10% off, okay? And if you forget and you just Google Entertainment Earth, you're going to use that promo code RECAP at checkout. 10% off, free shipping over orders that are $39 or more. Listen, man, I've got all of the House of the Dragon Funko Pops in the cart. I'm gonna use promo code. Oh yeah, I think I might be getting all of them. It's a bit of an issue here, but if we're gonna keep them as a sponsor and keep this bad boy rolling, you're gonna need to go to ee.toys/recap to afford, so we can afford this Funko addiction. Maybe I'll get Los a dragon or something for his son. But listen, Entertainment Earth is where you need to go. For 25 years, Entertainment Earth has been the premier online destination for the latest and greatest toys, the most exciting action figures, and the coolest gifts and collectibles and pop culture has to offer. From television, movies, sports, celebrities, comics, internet memes, and every fandom in between, they drop new products daily and curate their selection so you don't miss out. Whether you're looking for something stellar from a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars, or from the streets of Gotham City and DC Comics, or everything Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, they've got your back. Promo code RECAP at checkout. It's 10% off. The link's in the description down below. Back to the show. Thanks, guys. But so dude, okay, final thing. We kind of touched on it earlier, but man, fucking Chris Cole, he's by the tree, he's about to jab himself in the stomach, and just when we think we're about to lose this piece of shit, fucking Alicent comes and she's like, hey, I'm forming a team of 5 highly trained teenagers to protect Angel Grove. Do you want to join me and be the Black Ranger in my or whatever? Like, you know what I mean? And so this is
a very musical episode.
It is the music. Yeah. I just thought, hey, bitch, like leave him go. She should have
let him go. Like, is that a thing that knights do? If they like, do they kill themselves? Like what? Like that look like some samurais. Because I remember like samurais do that. Like if they lose, if they lose or something, like they just like So I'm like, yo, bro, you about to stay, like you just jump off the cliff or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
there's a dragon pit right down there, bro.
Just like Jakaris.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or just run face first in the dragon pit. You know they'll fucking eat you. Like
they'll
instantly.
Eat you. Like what? Like, bro, stabbing. That has
rough.
To be the worst way to go.
Rough.
Like I don't think anybody. I don't know if there's a record like in modern history any recorded incidents like that.
Yeah. It's hard.
Self-harm.
Yeah, like, it's tough. I don't know. It's weird to me. Yeah, but Alicent saves him because she's forming Team Green, dude. She's forming Team Green. And so
who do you think is gonna be all right? So who would be on her team though? Like that's what I'm wondering because
the council,
because I Dance of the Dragons, all right. So you don't even have a real dragon, like you got to raise some dragon riders. I mean, they're going to be young people, whatever. But
so we're not getting there soon. So next episode is our 10-year time jump. We're going to see. So let's just get into the preview here for next week. We're going to see Aegon. The king and Alicent's son, and he's going to be 13, 14 years old. We see him battling, I believe, Cole in the courtyard.
Okay.
Just training to
like an old Cole too. Like he looks older,
a little old. Yeah, 10, probably 15 years. And so we also see Ray's kids. We see Ray's, I believe, 2 or 3 kids in the trailer. And so what you just need to understand is those first 2 boys are white and have brown hair.
Oh no! Oh, because yes, they alluded to it in the preview, like it's like about a secret, and like and she was saying like I guess she was talking to Viserys, and Viserys, this motherfucker will not die.
No,
and you didn't touch it. So what is wrong with him?
My apologies, Viserys. Paddy Considine, the actor who plays him, in an interview for HBO, confirmed it is leprosy. It is an early and almost non-contagious, but still kind of a little bit. Like Alicent might have it. I'm not sure. It's not like a thing. He was
all up in her,
right? So she might have it, but it's not like something Rhaenyra would have, or the kids, or anyone who's like around.
So it wasn't this mercury poison, the Mad King type stuff. It was leprosy.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Just something common, and that's I talked to my buddy Paul earlier today about it, and he's like, in a world where we have things like grayscale, they just gave him leprosy. So
like make some up, be
right
creative.
it's very interesting. So we have that confirmed. So he is dying. We see him in that preview. So he looks like shit in this episode.
He looks like the fucking crypt keeper.
He kind of passes out at the end of the wedding, right?
Yes.
And so you can imagine 10 years go by, and between now and next episode, and you see him with the mask because this illness has covered his face. He can barely stand up. So who knows next episode if he's gone or not, but I mean, it's certainly coming. I would imagine by episode 7 or 8, right? It can't be that much longer. So it's just kind of eating away at him slowly. Yeah. So Ray's kids, and so we see her, and she refers to them as a little bit of an Easter egg. She refers to them as the Strong Boys. And so that term Strong Boys is the rumor circulating around the kingdom and in the books and everything else that one of the Strongs, the Knight's Guard who rescues her when the fight breaks out during the wedding.
Yeah.
That man is rumored to be the father of her children in the books.
Of Alicent's children.
No, Rhaenyra's.
Oh, Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra's.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Rhaenyra and Strong are rumored to be together. That was who was rumored in the books to take her virginity in the first place.
Yeah.
But they're kind of spinning that to Cole and Daemon, so it's
Okay,
a little bit
okay.
differences from the source material.
Okay.
But they refer to her, obviously, that we see in allegedly episode 6 next week as a strong boy. So that's something they're playing on. It might be confirmed. It might not be. We might see her hook up with Strong in next episode because, Cole's like out as far as side pieces go. So she's probably looking for someone else if Damon's not playing games. So
yeah.
and then we see all the new characters coming, all the new actresses. It's going to be very interesting to see how they do because personally, bro, tell me your opinions, but I think all the kids killed it. I mean, like you said, I
like Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
I like the second version iteration of Laena. You know what I mean? Laenor, I guess he's cool. He's a rider in terms of trying to fight and all that. Like he ain't scared. He just, he's a little sweet though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think they did a good job. It is unfortunate. It's like to be a part of Game of Thrones has to be just a lifetime, you know what I mean? Like opportunity, and they're probably happy for it, but I know, I would have been I want to stand the test of time, like fucking, Amelia Clark or you know what I mean, or Kit Harington. I want to be like those people, like those actors.
Yeah, that is an interesting take on it, isn't it? I think that would have been cool too. I understand, kind of why, and obviously, but I believe I saw something on Twitter that said that there are rumors. This may or may not be confirmed yet, that the two young women who play young Rhaenyra and Alicent might be coming back for season 2, so probably maybe part of a flashback or something else, something to better help tell a story somewhere. You know how they do. So we might see them again, probably just as a little Easter egg for season 1 into 2 maybe. So yeah, man, this is the beginning. So we're gonna see Alicent in all green. You're gonna see older Rhaenyra wearing those black dresses that we see her in the trailer for next week. The greens and the blacks, and this is the civil war of House Targaryen. Lives will be lost, and I don't think we're gonna see. We're either gonna see the Dance of the Dragons at the end of season 1, or it's gonna be a season 2 thing. It might just be starting at the end of season 1. That
would be crazy, but that's a hell of a cliffhanger if they would stop, if they would kind of start a war, we know that they're about to go to war, and then it's the screen goes to black.
Maybe that's how season 1 ends. We're in the middle,
and
we're not sure
right away
whose life is on the line. Maybe at episode 10. Oh, that'd be fun. Fun.
It'd be fun, but it'd be frustrating because I gotta wait a year.
And of course it'll be, and then something will happen. It'll be a year and a half, and then it'll be 2024 by the time we get season 2 or some shit. So, and also too, I don't know if you saw. I think they might have greenlit a Jon Snow show.
I'd seen that, but I thought you told me that the boy went crazy.
There were reports 3 weeks after Game of Thrones ended that he was in therapy.
Okay.
So it's been a couple years.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of coming.
How hard is it? Do you think? All right, so obviously with certain things, it's probably hard to get the band back together. So for Game of Thrones, do you think that it's easier? Because it's Game of Thrones, yo, fam, we need you. Come back. I mean,
well, I think it's 2 parts. I think one, I think those articles about him needing therapy in the show kind of messing with his head for so long. I mean, we see that all the time, with Heath Ledger and the Joker, and with everyone else in these roles, that they just get mentally into them, and you become do you think anyone calls him Kit Harington anymore? No, it's Jon Snow from across the street.
Yeah.
And so I think that has a lot of mental weight on things, but obviously it's been years. He's probably recovered. He's fine. And he's probably done maybe another show, maybe a movie here or there. Nothing really that anyone knows about. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
He is only known.
And so when HBO comes knocking and says, hey, we want to give you your own show, here's $100 million, he's going to say, oh, Sure.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, let's go.
But if they do a Jon Snow remake, yeah, like does he take the throne? Like, yeah, does he take the throne? Like, does he cut? I mean, because remember, he's a part of the Watch, and he's not even the commander. Like, he's just with Tormund. Are we gonna see Arya come back? Like, Arya has to be in it. I don't care. Like,
we'll see, man. I'm looking at it now, and I don't think there's it's just kind of one of those articles that we're pretty sure it's going to happen. Nothing's been confirmed yet, though. But like everywhere I see, I think it's pretty inevitable that this is not going to be the last Game of Thrones series we see from HBO. Like, this is probably, there's so much more. Like, we can, I mean, like the King said in this episode, he hoped with his peaceful reign that they would get 100 more years of peaceful reign with whoever he appoints heirs. And 100 years from where we are now, with the 10-year time jump and everything else into play, is pretty much Game of Thrones episode 1. So,
kind of. Yeah, we get Aerys, King Aerys, but
So yeah, man. So it's we're getting there, and it's getting spicier and spicier. And just when you think Alicent and Rhaenyra are back together as friends, it's only I mean, you saw that wedding, that shade they threw, and I mean, boy, I don't even think bro, that tongue that Daemon and Rhaenyra were talking on the dance floor. She was like, like, I'm not married yet, bitch. Take me away right now. Let's go get married.
She was talking heavy.
Facts.
She was like, what's
and
like?
That's when he grabbed the face.
Like, take me, take me. Go. Let's go to Dragonstone. Make me your wife. Right now. What's up?
Right. Played the boy a little bit. She's getting there. She knows what she needs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think, I think it'll be very interesting to see where we go next, man. And I'm very excited. Episode 6. What else you got? Anything else you excited for next episode, man?
Just like I said, the next generation of these little Targaryen kids. I mean, just interested. We're gonna see some training. You know what I mean? We're gonna see some people coming of age.
Yep.
Gonna see some dragons like come of age and stuff like that. Like, I think that's dope. Like,
did we see little Rhaenyra's son with his little like teenager dragon? And did he like burn a person? Did he Dracarys a person?
It was that. So that was her son. Oh, the one with the brown hair
in the preview.
He said Dracarys.
Yeah.
He burned something got burnt.
Somebody or something.
Some marshmallows or something. They was roasting
Maybe.
something.
Yeah.
Making s'mores.
Yeah.
Pigeon pie.
Well, man, listen, this has been another episode of the Recap and Record podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it. We're striving to be one of the best recap shows. You can listen to us everywhere and anywhere. We're on YouTube, Good Pods, Apple, Spotify, Anchor. All the links are in the show notes, the descriptions on our Twitter. Follow us there. Our Twitter's in the description on the screen. So is our Instagram. We're building that up too, week by week. Listen, this episode is sponsored by our friends over at EE Toys. You can go to ee.toys/recap. You'll shop at 10% off. They just dropped all the Game of Thrones, Funko Pops, and a whole bunch of other merch and stuff you can get there if you love the show and anything else of nerd value. So check that out. Listen, we're going to be back next week again with episode 6. We're halfway through the season, baby. So far, so good. What's your ranking for the show so far? Give it progressive because we're only halfway through. So what's your ranking so far out of 10? Go.
I think we had like of the show. Like,
yeah, just in general so far. Yeah,
it's like a good 8 to me.
Yeah,
I like. Yeah, it's a good 8. It's
like
a good
8.2 for me.
It's up there. It's up there. It's up there. Like, I look forward to it.
And I'm almost positive they said like on Saturday, this Sunday's episode had like a 9.8 on Rotten Tomatoes. Or something.
It was crazy
like,
how they're like people are going crazy. Like, how are they getting all the like some of these pages that we follow? Where are they getting these screenshots, bro? Does it come out earlier somewhere else?
I see some of the stuff. Like, they released the trailer for episode 6 on like Friday. Like, they released that shit on like Friday or Saturday. I watched it over the weekend before episode 5 even aired. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So I don't know.
Blew your mind.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if HBO drops them. I don't know if there's behind the scenes stuff we're missing. But dude, I'm all about. Dude, these accounts are fucking. I love it.
Yeah,
and I know
they're good. I'm like, I don't know where they
take some of them with a grain of salt, but other than that, they're pretty factual and accurate. So I mean, we're doing our best.
One of them is like a Brazilian meme, like Game of Thrones.
Right.
I'm like, all right,
Yeah, like, sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all the captions are in Portuguese.
Oh, I know. Well, you followed and like you tagged the House of Dragon Dominican Republic account that's all in Spanish, and I'm like, what the fuck are these captions? I see like Lady Alicent in Verde, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I was just looking for Game of Thrones stuff.
Right.
Let's add it to it. But
hey, man, no, I get it. We're moving and grooving over here. Well, listen, this is episode 5, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out next time. We'll be back next week. Peace.
Peace out, man.